just to give the people my thought process, I've been thinking about making this move since you first came on and did that episode. I do feel like, despite some of the stuff that's occurred in the past, you know, when we were having that conversation and I was saying that I wasn't mad at you, that I didn't really like feel a sense of anger or betrayal or whatever, like that's true. Like I'm over whatever shit we had in the past. Maybe we can get more into it as time goes by or whatever. But like, I have to admit that out of everybody I know, I kind of feel like you are one of, if not the best conversational sparring partner that I've really ran into throughout my years doing this. And like, I really, especially we're gonna
that's a bold statement.
Well, okay, there might be like better, but in terms of like better,
keep going. What you mean?
No, yeah, I don't want to say like Lush is a better conversational sparring partner than Academics or Joe Sleepy Joe Budden or whoever. Like, there's definitely like other people, but in terms of like people that have been a part of No Jumper, if you really go through it, who have I had better real conversations about hip hop with than you?
I don't know, Church.
Got nothing but love for Sharp, but you know, I don't know that that's, you know,
yeah, no,
that's not necessarily what he came here to do.
Look, I get it. At the end of the day, you know, and obviously Sharp brought me on his pod. The whole
and we could talk about that. I've seen a couple clips of that. Yeah,
and the whole way it happened was super funny too because it happened organically.
So you were having that conversation the whole time, and he didn't know that you were already added to the Tuesday show.
No, I'm pretty sure he knew already.
Because I didn't tell him, but I don't know. Somebody might have told him.
I think it was kind of like buzzing in that because you know there's the UFC thing. You feel me?
Okay.
It's like a quote unquote employees only. Like nobody else was over there.
Okay, so Saturday for the people at home, UFC 300. I was, you know, my family was gone. They were in Japan. So I'm thinking, I don't want to order this fucking fight and sit on the couch by myself. We should get it at the office and at least have however many homies want to come through. So there was like, you know, 10, 15 people that came through to watch the fight and everything. And I invited Lush. And Sharp was also there. Was there any weirdness there? Because he's seeing you and realizing like, oh, he's here and this is kind of like employees only. So that means
I can't tell you from his perspective, but I know this, that like, so Sharp and I were mad cool. Like, and like we used to talk all the time.
Okay.
When I was over at No Jumper. If you notice, go back to the Lush one, No Jumper Killer diss track, like the first time I hopped in the booth over here, he's the only person I don't diss. You feel me? Like I didn't really get at Phone or Blasey, but they had just dipped. You feel me? Like there's like I didn't really get at Flacco, but I said Sharp the only one that tried to help me grow. The way Sus treated me was uglier than Kelpie's hoes. You feel me? Like and no, shouts to Kelpie though. I fucks with Kelpie. But that's just what the bar was. You feel me?
That was funny.
And so he's I know that he was particularly hurt by what happened, and you know, as a lot of people did, directed 100% of the animosity towards me. And you know, I don't for whatever reason, you know what I mean. And like he the first time I even started really trying to stream or do my own shit, one of the first streams I ever did like was me responding to you and him sitting down for the initial conversation. And when you kind of like, we bike, you feel me? Like
Did I say that?
No, we push, we still here, motherfuckers. You feel me? Don't think that this is gonna be the end. And you and Sharp, and Sharp's like, I don't know, Church. Like Lush was just too big of a fan, and he was like saying what he said about me. So I responded to that.
Okay.
And then like he's like, he was trying to sex play me to. So we had like a conversation after that, which ended amicably, and it was love. You know what I mean? But that's the last time we spoke.
Okay. And then you see him Saturday.
And then I see him Saturday.
Okay.
On my end, I'm not, you feel me? I'm harboring no type of feelings about anybody. Like I'm really like trying to fucking be an adult just in life and not let things that are inconsequential to my, you know, family or my, I'm trying to be mature as hard because I'm fucking.
You're saying that like whatever you might currently be getting from your family / like your girl situation, that at that time you might have been like manifesting that shit through chatting with Sadie Perry in Discord chats.
1,000%. 1,000%. Like I was at a fucked up place at that, you know what I mean?
Manifesting itself in strange ways.
Yeah. Okay. So that's literally like, this was a whole different chapter in my life. So I'm not really like, as much as I always love No Jumper, you know, from a fan perspective. Even like when we wasn't getting along, I'm still slick watching the content because I love the shit. You feel me? Like Sharp, that was our last interaction. He winds up coming in. It's love. Like, he's being cool. We're all enjoying the fight. We're interacting towards the end of the night. Like, I think you were like dipping, Josh dipping or whatever, but like Icon's still here. Comparator, you feel me? My bender bro.
Newly sober comparator.
Yeah.
See how long that lasts.
I want to.
Not trying to salt it at all.
Look,
I hope it lasts forever.
he's dedicated. So him and I have our own podcast for launching. You feel me? Hopefully we could do some shit over here, get it popping, and like with the Mad D brothers too. But we got some shit called The Worst Podcast Ever.
Really?
And we just dropped an episode yesterday.
I saw a clip of it, and it definitely had the worst audio ever.
Because we're at his spot, Senor Sushi. I'm literally, bro, when I'm driving home, and this isn't something I'm proud of, but the motherfucking lines on the freeway were tap dancing, fool. They like literally looked like they were doing the Dougie. I was just like,
Because you were so fucked up?
I was so fucking lorded.
You're talking about driving drunk like the other day?
Like, yeah, last night. I don't know if there's a statute of limitation.
Yeah, it's one day. I don't know if you know this, but he did a live stream with Sharp that after
Here's
Saturday.
the thing. So we're winding down after the UFC joint, right? Raiders there, Icon's there. Sharp is there, and he's like, you know, we'll be fire, church, if we did a stream right now. People wouldn't expect it. We'll go crazy right now, and then
up here?
Yeah.
At his house.
But he was implying here at first.
Oh, yeah,
and
he
was
said
like,
it here,
and he's like, Mikey, you could set it up, and Mikey's like, nah, I'm out. Fuck this. You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
he was talking about doing it.
Yeah, he was talking originally because and then like Icon had to dip, Raider had to dip, and I was like, anytime you want Sharp is good, I'll pop up. He's like, nah. He's like, right now.
So you was like the little straggler. You was the last.
No,
I'm not talking shit. I'm just talking shit. You know how like all the girls spin off on you like, hey Sharp, I'll go with you.
No, I'll keep it a million. I did not want to do the podcast. I was trying to like be like anytime you want. Other than
this time,
right? Yeah. Except for right now, I thought I was being slick. You feel me? But you can't pimp a pimp, right? So that full off rip is like, he's like, well, we going right now, church. Let's do it. You feel me? He pulls up. Now I'll give it to Sharp, right? We pull up to the liquor store. They're giving this fool free bottles of Bel Air.
Are you serious?
Just because he's Sharp.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Listen, that's because he's there 10 times a day.
I was thinking this is not like it's his first time here. I'm sure wherever he gets his Bel Air.
Whatever it was, he bought 2 bottles of Bel Air and a pack of cigarettes, and I seen him pay $12. You feel me?
Oh, no. We got his whole block on lock.
Yeah, so it's
a food spot next door.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, for sure. You feel me? Let our pain be champagne. Fuck it. You feel me? So then we go to the apartment. He's being cool as fuck. There's no indication whatsoever that there's even a sliver of animosity. But he did tell me beforehand, like, yo, is it cool if I like ask you some crazy shit or just? I'm like, bro, yeah.
That can mean anything.
Yeah, but still, like, I wasn't like. I wasn't caught off guard. I wasn't taken aback by it. Like, I feel like it just maybe that's what he needed in order to transcend whatever feelings he has so we can get back to being cool. Maybe there is, like, I can understand having distrust, but I ain't over here trying to ride my way back to No Jumper. What happened was, this ain't no motherfucking democracy. If you don't know, 22ster is the podcast Joseph Stalin. This is a dictatorship. You feel me? Like, my man's going.
This is a dictatorship.
There ain't no democracy.
Okay, but if we're gonna do a metaphor, can I be like Kanye? Like, I would rather be like, I'm the overbearing, like, overwhelmed maestro. And in my opinion, like, when we're putting together a podcast, like just like Kanye's putting together a song, it's like, I envision this fucking person on the hook, so we're gonna go out of our way to get them. If I can't see the vision for a certain show, like even like some of my regrets from the prior generation of No Jumper is that I wasn't more overbearing and more controlling, because I feel like I could have stopped a lot of problems before they unfolded. I felt like I was being too lax, and if anything now in this like current iteration, I want to be more on top of the content and on top of like who's working together and everything like that. I don't consider myself actually to be as overbearing as like Kanye, and I'm not like anywhere near as like involved as him, but that's how I perceive myself. Is like I'm trying to put together podcasts that I believe will work. And even with this one, it's like yes, we've been through a shitload of different hosts over the past year. We've been trying to find the right fit.
Yeah, but ultimately, the metaphor is based on the fact that it's your decision. You feel me? This ain't because he was like, my vote is nay. Nay, like a horse, because my voice is hoarse.
And I've never, to my knowledge or my recollection, I don't think I ever had a conversation with Sharp of any consequence about
Not that you don't take people's opinions into consideration, but like back in the day,
he stops a lot of bullshit. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you
but
good.
When he forces certain people on that I learned like over the time, because I used to tell him like, don't have that person up here, don't. But guess what? Me and that person ain't trying to kill each other every day, and this sit down might stop a lot of bullshit. So
right.
That's why I've been open to the stuff that, because he like, oh, you want to sit out? What you think I won't sit out with a whole nigga?
Right.
Like, what is you talking about? Like, I ain't tripping. I'm me. I didn't program with all these niggas behind the wall as friends. So
right.
I would love to show that side of everything when we are here. Like, you know, it's not always a negative with your ops.
And that's a positive because people don't even realize that exists.
Yeah,
so you're
like,
giving a glimpse into
Yeah, because he starts drama sometimes on accident. Like, it's never his objective to sit us down and then we bump heads.
And because if I have you do a podcast with a Hoover tomorrow, you know what narrative they're going to go? Especially Flacco. Adam 22 is starting a gang war in Los Angeles. Even if it's like a cordial conversation in which there is no indication that anything bad would possibly come from this. It's a gang war.
His titles are crazy.
That's why we click. But you used to try to, I feel like, regulate certain situations, and you would get like it was damn near like mutiny. Like everyone would be like, damn, why are you acting like such a dick? Why? Everyone would kind of like push
Even the
back.
way it fell apart was basically like me trying to institute some small level of change on the podcast amongst the hosts. And then I got this big, we're going to burn the house down thing or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so talk about what actually happened on it, because I only seen a couple of short clips of you and Sharp.
It was a dope pod, you feel me? And that was like, the energy was chill for the most part. But, you know, Sharp, like I enjoy listening to him talk because I'm a soak up game, but a lot of it, there is a whole bunch of like, well, if you gonna come back, church, like, you feel me, it's gotta be like this, and you gotta earn your spot, and I'm just like, bro, like I feel you, but it's low key, like
not your platform.
Yeah, like ultimately, like I with all respect due to everybody over here,
No,
you know
I'm
what I
saying
mean?
it's
Like,
low key not his platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Telling you what, I can see where you
exactly. Like it don't really like that's cool. You feel that way, and I respect your opinion, but it's truly inconsequential at the end of the day.
But I'm
gotta
watching.
pick a side.
Oh, hey, and look, my Kill Squad application is still pending. You feel me? Like,
Nah, we accept everybody. It's all walks.
Now that I got the sweatshirt hoodie part off, I feel like I can more accurately rock this. But okay, were you just sitting there the whole time thinking like, I'm already back on the Tuesday show, like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or what?
I think he already knew because there was like
Somebody might have
murmurings.
told him.
There was murmurings like throughout. Like I think he kind of figured it out, and I actually never said to him straight up like, "Yo, well, Adam invited me back on the Tuesday show, so it don't." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even allude to that off camera, but I was like, "Look, fool, like." I've grown a lot in the past year. I'm still a crazy motherfucker. I know I'm a wild card, and maybe I shouldn't even be like. I'm not asking to be put in privy conversations.
You never asked to be on any of the shows. You never were like, can I do a couple of segments on the news? You were never like, let's do some interviews together. Me hollering at you was out of the blue. Like when I called you the other day, you didn't know that call was coming or that I was even thinking about
I
it.
enjoyed the pod. Just the response from the people. We might have had little dialogue, but that shit don't mean nothing. That's just us talking. But like us being here and me sitting here for 3 to 4 hours without like, hey.
That was 5 hours.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, and the people, the fans, they say it all the time. It's like on the news, you see cocaine bots in there and all that. They like, where? I'm like, hey, he might need to come back. I wasn't here when you was here, so I never paid attention. So when I came, it was amidst the drama. So it was like, all right, I'm not gonna come in watching everybody talk bad about the people that I'm in business with. So I kind of, and I didn't know where you stood with the shit, so I really wasn't even tapping in. I see your Crip Mac one.
You're like, oh, this white boy's the ops.
Yeah, straight up. Like, nigga,
I get it, fool.
Yeah, like you know, I come from gang background. So it's like, oh, he from over there. All right, stay over there. We from over here.
And it sucks because I had to tear down my fucking Brick Baby poster off my wall.
I was hot. I was hot when I found out he was a fan early on. I was like, oh, remember I DM'd you? I'm like, bro,
me waiting
sorry,
in the blistering cold for 6 hours, and he just said no. You feel me?
I DM'd him when he said that. When I said he supported, I was like, bro, my bad, bro.
No, I sent screenshots on my tweets from 2012.
Yeah,
before
like,
anybody in LA was slapping your music. Like that.
That's my
It's fun to take people into the Brick Baby lore because when Kareem was here, I did the same thing. We were driving back and I was like, listen to the song. And I put on 6 drugs and he's like,
6 drugs at one
like, this is him? What the fuck? He's like getting super into it because that's like a time when he was like more hanging out with me, listening to fucking music all the time.
And
you know?
he's a long way fan. You know?
And ask my homies, like one of my boys, my boy Smokey, that was here with me when we did the pod the one time. He even said, it was like, when that song would come on, I would get worried about Lush. If Lush is playing that song,
it's cracking.
Yeah, it's all back.
Just imagine what type of charge I was on when I made the song.
I was off. I had 7 once. You feel me?
I was on 7
or 8.
I could only say 6 of them. I don't know what the fuck.
But for the record, it was actually 6. That's not a Rolling 60s reference.
No, it was because people think alcohol is not a drug. So it says, I was geeking on Zans, I was spazzing on perks. Nigga, look at me, raw. You fuck around and get murked. Well, I say something about Molly and now he pouring the juice. 80 something, man, this drink under proof. I was 6 drugs at one time. Geeked the fuck one time.
When we inevitably do another No Jumper live show, we must have a performance of that.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
Yes.
For sure.
That'd be ill.
If I start playing, you know what? When I started going through heartbreak, like I haven't listened to music. Y'all think I really I started to grow hate for rap after that Gunna shit. Like I haven't listened to none of my old shit, none of that. Like,
the new verse that you put out recently on that song with Bro was hard though.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been
like
getting
LA
into
Brick.
a new me. Yeah, because it's
That's
like
LA Brick.
It's like let me just get into a new me, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? And it's because I don't know. I don't want to talk about that right now.
What do we?
It was very current.
Yeah.
Did we finish the Sharp story there?
I mean, essentially after the pod, it was all love. You feel me? And even during, it wasn't like because the thing is like, bro, like you invited me to your crib. I'm sitting here. I'm at your pad. You feel me? I'm not gonna like could I have like pushed back more? It's like, bro, like honestly, I feel like you're making yourself look a little bit dated because these conversations have already been had. We already moved past it. People ain't even tripping on it anymore. If it needs to get brought up again, cool, you feel me? I just don't think it's that big of a deal. But then again, I see where he's coming from because it's like we hadn't had that dialogue yet, and there's someone that was once close to me, and now we're working towards being homies again. And like he probably felt like
Where did y'all fall out at? Where
it was
the original Figmunity breakout.
Yeah. And then him and Adam were on a pod, and he had some words from about me that I wasn't feeling, so I responded, and he wasn't feeling it. And then we talked and squashed it, but there wasn't any communication, and this is over a year ago now. So it's like literally, it's the first time seeing his face in over a year, and like.
So did he sweet talk you into telling like my vote is nay? Did he keep it cool with you for like 45 minutes and then?
No, it stayed no the whole time.
No, the vote never changed. But like, but what he said to me is, I hope that I could change my vote, and like I hope he does too. At the end of the day, but ultimately, like I'm gonna do me regardless. I'm gonna be here regardless. That's the first time. One of the editors told me, he said that was the first time that there's ever been me and Sharp on a pod together. We never did a single pod together at No Jumper. We might have Mikey said he had looked through all the fucking news.
Yeah, because he wasn't really on the news back then because he still lived in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I mean, like if you read the comments on the video, most people were like, chill out, Sharp. You feel me? It ain't that serious, bro. But I get it. He felt like he needed to get that off. And like, we had a good ass time regardless. The pod was over. We kicked it for another.
So that I don't know, church. That was a sneak diss on the low.
I don't know, church.
Who else have you had a better conversation with? I don't know, church. Damn. Oh.